Hi there, this is Danielle Tremblay of WhiteLightConnection.com, Animal Communicator, here to share with you today some of the more interesting things I've heard from cats over the years regarding eating habits and food bowl preferences. A handful of cats have actually requested that their food and water bowl design be such that it's very wide and very shallow, so that when they put their face in, their sensitive whiskers don't come in contact with the edges. Some cats who eat canned food out of deeper dishes have explained they don't eat the very bottom part of the canned food simply because they're uncomfortable wedging their whiskers all the way down in there, not wanting to get their whiskers and or their faces or chins dirtied by the food. When it comes to materials of food bowls, glass and metal food bowls actually smell clean most of the time to me through a cat's nose. When it comes to plastic dishes, however, they tend to have lingering odors over time, which to some cats, they're bothered by that. Majority of cats, I find it doesn't faze. When it comes to ceramic, for whatever reason, those dishes tend to be about 50-50 regardless of whether they retain odors or not. When it comes to dishwashing soap, I've had some cats complain that the soap, especially of a citrusy smell, actually makes them feel nauseated or ill temporarily. Other cats just find it plain offensive. So if you think that might pertain to your cat, consider dishwashing detergent soap that is scent-free. Now, perhaps you're in a completely different situation. Maybe you've got a cat who's a very enthusiastic eater, and it eats very quickly, and then it vomits. Okay, I've been there, done that, and the way that I've resolved this with my cat is these days I invite her into a separate room and I close the door, separate from the other two cats in the household. The first day I did that, I explained to her, please take a look around and notice that there are no cats that are coming up behind you, urging you quickly away from your dish. There's no competition. There's no logical reason for you have to hurry up and eat. I'll let you out when you're done and ready. So these days I also remind her every time I put that food bowl down, please pace yourself. Pace yourself. Okay, those words are a reminder to her to actually slow down her eating habits. And I have to say, for her, it's really worked. So these days when I go in and observe her eating, I check in on her, and what does she do? She's eating out her food bowl, and then she walks away and rests and lay down for a few minutes. And then she'll go back and she'll repeat this pattern until her food bowl is empty. And for her, it's completely solved the issue. No more vomiting cleanup. Yes, for us both. Also, if you happen to have a cat who has to share a food bowl with another cat, maybe you're an owner who's got this really awesome large dish of, say, dry food, and your cats get fed a couple times a day. You put the food bowl down, you invite both cats to actually come in and eat from the same food bowl. I've had a lot of adult cats say they really don't care for that. They'd actually rather have their own dish for different reasons. Even if they care very much and are very close to the other cat, most want to eat separate. A lot of kittens, it's really cute. You can line them up around a food dish and they'll all eat, and they don't seem to care one way or another. But I've had some older cats. For example, if you've got a pair of cats, a stronger, faster eater and a weaker eater who's a little bit slower, sometimes that weaker eater, older cat, it's got issues with its gums or it's got sensitivity in its mouth, and they've complained they don't want to be accidentally jarred by the over enthusiasm of the other cat who's eating beside them. And so they'll eat slower, or they won't eat their usual portion, and they're not getting their fair share. Easy fix as an owner: get two separate bowls, feed them separate places across the room versus side by side. I've found some cats find side by side eating, again, even if they like the other cat, kind of stressful. It feels a little bit competitive to them. Separate feeding bowls really works really nicely. If you still have a situation of one cat actually forcing the other cat to leave its food bowl early, again, put the two cats behind in two separate rooms, put a closed door between them, problem solved. It allows you to allow the cats to eat at their own pace. And as an owner, sometimes it's helpful to know who's eating how much and what portion, just as a preventative to seeing if somebody's off feed, not eating right, maybe not feeling well. You've got a heads up. So there's a few tips for you. May your cats enjoy their meals, and you enjoy your cat.